Hey guys, and welcome back to another Warframe video. And today, something brand new. A brand new series that I'm going to call... What frame is that? So, we're going to start off with Excalibur. So, Excalibur is not only one of the first frames you can acquire at the start of the game, but arguably, it's one of the original Warframes for all Tenno. So, if you're new to Warframe, then I'll cover a few basics before we get started, and try to avoid any spoilers wherever possible. So, Warframe is a free-to-play game available on Steam, created by Canadian game developer Digital Extreme. Originally released in 2013 as an early access title, its popularity has grown in the years since its release. At this point, probably you're asking yourself, who are the Tenno? The Tenno are descendants of an ancient and mythical civilization of lost warriors from the Orokin era on Earth. Preserved in cryopods for centuries, the Tenno now awaken to a new war, fighting and resisting the warring factions as the sole bearers of the Orokin-created Warframes. Well, that begs the question, what's a Warframe? Well, a Warframe is a biomechanical surrogate used by the Tenno to combat the corrupt factions and salvage mutations that threaten the Sol system. The Warframes possess regenerative shields, greatly enhanced mobility, and a range of supernatural abilities, all of which further augment the Tenno's deadly combat arts. So that brings us to Excalibur. So Excalibur is one of 3 starter frame options available for new players, but we'll take a look at the other 2 in a later episode. So Excalibur has a passive ability where he deals increased damage and faster attack speeds while using a sword. Any type of sword will benefit from this passive ability. So each Warframe has in its kit 4 separate powers or abilities. Each has its energy costs and its different uses in different situations. So Excalibur, being a sword-focused frame, uses a sword in all of his abilities. So he has Slash Dash, Radial Blind, Radial Javelin, and his ultimate ability, Exalted Blade. So before we dive into those and what each of these do, let's touch on mods. So mods are how we make our gear better and weapons better. They're upgrades that allow us to make our abilities do more damage or have a greater area of effect or last longer. There are many type of mods that can be looted from enemies or loot containers throughout the worlds we'll visit. The basic type of mods we'll cover today will be range mods, those that increase or decrease the area of effect of a given ability. Strength mods increase or decrease the effectiveness of a given ability. Efficiency, increase or decrease the energy cost of an ability. And duration, which impact the length of time that the ability will remain in effect. So Excalibur's first ability, Slash Dash, with a base cost of 25 energy, Excalibur dashes between enemies while slashing the Exalted Blade. With a base range of 12 meters, it can be modded to a max of about 30 meters, and a base damage of 250, maxing out at around 650. So the damage comes in the form of impact, puncture, and slash. Excalibur's second ability, Radial Blind, unmodded, this ability costs 50 energy. It emits a bright flash of light, blinding all enemies in a small radius for several seconds. With a base range of 25 meters and a modded max of over 50, this ability doesn't do any damage. It's a crowd control or stun ability. The base duration is 15 seconds. However, with the right mods, you can get it over 40 seconds. Next up, Excalibur's third ability, Radial Javelin. Costing 75 energy per use, this is the most expensive ability Excalibur has. Excalibur launches javelins towards enemies, dealing high damage and impaling them into walls. With a base range of only 25 meters and a modded max of over 60 meters, the base damage of 1,000 is evenly split between the physical damage types of impact, puncture, and slash. Modded correctly, it can reach over 2,500 damage. And once your Warframe reaches level 30, you'll hurl 12 javelins each time you cast this ability. Excalibur's fourth and final ability, Exalted Blade, costs 25 energy to cast and 2.5 energy per second to maintain. So you can quickly find yourself depleted of energy if you're not using some efficiency mods. Excalibur summons a sword of pure light and immense power. The base damage of 250 can reach up to 650 or more. Like Radial Javelin, its damage is split evenly between the physical damage types. There is a small version of the Radial Blind built into the Exalted Blade. However, with a range of only 5 meters and a duration of just 6 seconds, it falls far short of the second ability. This can be increased with mods, and as it's half the cost of the normal radio blind, it can be a good alternative in a pinch. So now that you've heard all about Excalibur and all it has to offer, you probably would like to know, how do you get one? Well, if you didn't pick up Excalibur at the beginning of Warframe, you'll need to head to the market and spend 35,000 credits to get the blueprint. Then, take a trip to Pluto, defeat the Ambulus in the Hades zone. The fight's a little difficult, plus you'll need to acquire 40 Animo nav beacons per attempt to enter the boss fight. The good news, if you're successful, you'll get 20 of those back at the end of the fight. Now, once you've gotten the neuroptics, the system, and the chassis, you can begin construction if you have the necessary resources. To make the frame, you're going to need 105,000 credits. This is including the cost of the blueprint. You'll need 1 Orokin cell, 1,000 ferrite, 800 rubido, 500 salvage, 220 plastids, 150 alloy plate, 150 polymer bundles, 2 morphics, a neural sensor, and 1 control module. Then, wait the 12 hours for the parts to build, another 72 for the frame to be assembled, and you can start playing with Excalibur. Alright, so I think that about covers all the basic points for Excalibur. This episode should act as a good place to start from if you're a new player or if you've never played Warframe and would like to start. Speaking of starting, if you're going to start playing Warframe, check the video description for a link that'll get you a 7-day booster when you sign up. I had a ton of fun making the video. I learned a bunch of stuff about Excalibur and plan on making more. So leave a comment down below and let me know what frame I should do next. I'm thinking Frost, but what do you think? Also, let me know if I missed something or if you think I got something wrong in the video. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, or if it wasn't good, let me know. Hit the dislike button. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.
That was a close one.